guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. I'm ready for my day today. So got up, had a good morning this morning, got to walk a little bit, have some quiet time, all those good things for a good day to do. Sometimes it's good to do that when you know you're going to have a busier week, or just a time where like it's a little more overwhelming. It's good to take those quiet moments and just give yourself that grace to take those moments. So I did that this morning. So now I'm ready. I'm back inside and I'm like, time to start my day. So I did my hair last night. Totally dyed my hair last night. Last time you guys told me to put Vaseline around so it wouldn't leave the line. Okay, I don't have any Vaseline. And every time I go to the store, I think I saw it at the discount store, it was like $5. I'm like, $5 for something I'm barely going to use? I know the dollar store will have it. I just did not go. So what did I use? I used antibiotic cream. Probably not the best thing. I don't know. Probably don't recommend, but I just put it right there. It wiped right off. It didn't have any black on my face. So I'm like, probably not the best, but that was the option I had. So did that last night, and then I think someone asked me to cut and film it when I did, but I was in my pajamas and it was just a good quiet evening. So I didn't, but I know I have a video where I did cut my hair. It's the same. I do it exactly the same as I have for years. So you can go back and search that one out. So simple, easy. So I got that done last night, and then just had a good quiet night, watched a movie, and I think I started watching One Night with the King, the story of Esther. I've never seen that. I started watching it, fell asleep, but I'll have to finish it up hopefully the next few days. It takes me a few days before I fall asleep. So got that, and that was it. Today up, had my coffee and got some breakfast. I've got the breakfast bombs. I put them in the oven to toast. They turn a little bit more brown. So those are in there right now. I'm going to get dinner rolling for the day. We are going to do, Greg requested, like I said, him and Brooklyn went to Ford's Garage and they had mac and cheese. They put like rib meat in it with barbecue sauce. So he said that'd be really good. So I don't like ribs. That's just not something I enjoy. I know they're delicious. I know they're great. But he requested that. So I'm going to make his ribs the way that he likes it, where you put the ribs and you put sauerkraut on it and brown sugar. I'll let it cook in a slow cooker. So I'm going to do that. I pulled out what's this one? The spicy one. The meatballs. The buffalo meatballs. So the chicken meatballs I made. So I'm going to take those out for the rest of us to eat. And then I thought I've got that spaghetti squash. I thought, well, I'm going to cook that in the oven at the same time, and I can have that as well. And I was going to put my the pesto sauce on it. Last night I went to the cupboard, the pantry, and I picked up I had like apple cider in the bottom. I picked it up and I'm like, ew, what is all over the bottom of this? I couldn't figure out what it was. And then after looking, I realized that my pesto had like exploded in the pantry. It's refrigerated only. I did not pay attention to that. I did buy it in the refrigerator section at Sam's Club, but for whatever reason, I didn't even put it in the refrigerator because my other one goes in the cupboard. So yeah, that was not good. So I had to throw that away, but it had exploded over the top and was dripping down the side of my pantry. I'm like, oh, that was not good. So note to self, always put that in the refrigerator. So it's good. So I would just put some spices on there. It'll be good. And then the kids probably do mac and cheese. I've got stuff for Jensen. I can make him a little pot of it, and I can make some for the kids. I might do that, or Alfredo. We'll see what we come up with, but it's gonna be a good day. We're gonna do that, and I'm hoping to do some cookies today too. The girls have, Autumn likes to make those hamburger cookies. Remember those? Like I had them when I was a kid in school. They're vanilla wafers with a grasshopper cookie, and it looks like a hamburger. The kids, that was the cookie everybody requested for Christmas. I'm like, really? That's the cookie you guys want? And they said yes. So I thought we'd do that. And then I've got M&Ms, so I thought we're gonna do some mini M&M cookies too. So we're focused on that this afternoon. Maddie and Autumn, they want to do some baking, so we'll probably do that, and it's gonna be a good day. We'll just kind of chill. Sun's out. It's cold outside, but the sun is out, so we'll take it. So you ready for a good day? I'm ready for a great day. All right, let's go. So for the ribs, I'm gonna put them in the slow cooker. I like the way that they go slow. They're good in the smoker too, but this will be good in here. So these ones I got from Sam's Club. Remember they were on sale or discounted price or something? So that's a lot of ribs right there. Oh, good. It'll be good because it'll be a couple days worth of ribs. Let me throw that away. So let me open my jar here because this is going to be on the fermented foods. They're always... Okay, so let me kind of separate these a little bit. So I'm going to put some kraut on top. And then I'm going to save some for myself because I like sauerkraut, but I don't like it with the rib meat. So I'm going to put some in a little thing here because he won't have tons, but I like it. So I'm going to make a little jar there. then on top he puts brown sugar. The ribs already have like a a good rib rub on there. So this, just put it right on top. Basically, it makes it all candied. It tastes almost like pineapple. So that's it. Let this cook for the day right here. I'm gonna take mine and I put a little bit of celery seed in mine, a little bit of chicken bouillon. It's delicious. Sauerkraut for my dinner, I'm just gonna put in the refrigerator because I'm not gonna cook that till later. We'll do our meatballs and we'll do our mac and cheese and everything baked in there a little bit later, but the ribs, I wanna get going. So I'm gonna mix up the mini M&M cookies because they have to sit for about 2 hours. So I'm gonna get those going so that way this afternoon Maddie can sit there and put them on the cookie sheet and then go in the oven because you wanna make sure they're chilled or they're gonna spread everywhere. So I'll put the recipe on the screen, just put everything in my mixer here. I do like having my baking card over there. It's kind of nice knowing everything is over there. It's where it all goes. So you want to mix your dry stuff first, then put it in with your butters and sugars and eggs and that, so you don't get that weird flavor. So I'll start doing the butters, whip that around, and then mix up the dry stuff. Okay, it seems so weird just to be making such small batches of cookies, but we just have like a lot of treats right now, and I'm like, no sense making a ton of cookies and freezing them because I have a lot of stuff in my freezer, all my freezer meals, my breakfast food, so we'll just make them as we need them. And this is good. These are, you know what, it's just a small batch, but they're good. They're little M&M cookies, and they'll be a nice treat to have. I think the kids are going to vote for the hamburger cookies as their #1 eat up first, but these will be good too, and Greg will like these too. These are very simple and easy to put together, so I just mixed them all up, and what I did is I had my, you'll see them when I'm scooping them out of the oven, I have my thermometer. I put them in the oven to see if my oven was working properly, and then I totally forgot it was on the bottom, so it smeared across some of my cookies and completely scraped them off the pan. I'm like, no, I'm like, but it is working. It's working properly, so it's just one of those things. I'm like, I just have to learn not to keep it on the high bake and keep it on a low bake, so it's good. So we're just gonna, I was checking those, the breakfast bombs in the oven there. So this is good, just putting the wet with the dry, mix it up. I used the margarine in here instead of real butter, and they turned out good. The cookies, they were definitely winners on turning them out. We're doing small size, so I'm only gonna do one batch. I'm like, that's not that very many cookies, but it'll be fine because we are gonna do other ones today. So I don't wanna do a ton of stuff and have a lot of just like, we still have cupcakes sitting here from Jensen's birthday, so there's a lot of treats. So I'm like, we'll just do one batch. If they like them, guess what? I have more M&Ms for after Christmas. I can do them. I still have a whole pack of green and red M&Ms. I'm thinking, oh, I'll decorate or do something with them. I'm sure I will. It doesn't matter if it's red or green. We can use them for the new year on anything brownies, or we can make monster cookies, all those good things. So this is good. I'm just gonna put this in the refrigerator. My little breakfast bombs came out of the oven. Oh, so good. Let me show you. Look at that. These are so delicious. I just put them in there for a few minutes to let them get brown. Delicious. So these are really good. I had to pull up more breakfast from the freezer because they I've been trying to fill the drawer in the refrigerator when it's, you know, get used up or whatever. So that's a good thing. So I've got a lot. I took out more. I had one more bagel, and then I took the pancake sandwiches with sausage in there. So that's in there. And then I'm gonna cover this, put it in the refrigerator, clean my mess, and then I'm thinking for lunch, because there's not a lot of stuff in the refrigerator. We're even out of bread. I have white bread, but I think I might keep that in there for Greg's sandwiches, and the kids can use it if they need to. But I'm thinking for lunch, I've got all that pita bread I bought. Remember, it was on sale at, where did I get that? Walmart, right? $1.87. So I'm thinking to do pizzas, because that's easy. The kids like it. I have a lot of mozzarella cheese. They would literally just do sauce and cheese. I don't have any jarred sauce because we use that up. I think it was this weekend I made pesto tortellini. Yeah, because I was doing easy, so I just grabbed the jar of sauce. So, but I can make it. So I took out some tomato sauce. I'm just gonna put a few ingredients, stir it up, let it sit. It'll be pizza sauce. It'll be very simple and easy, and that'll be lunch. So that'll be, our breakfast is good here, and then lunch will be pizzas. We'll do these cookies, and then we'll do the dinner this afternoon. So good morning. I'm gonna pick up my stuff here, and we'll keep moving. Today was such a quiet day. It's like it was a very chill day. I don't know, last week, it seems like my weeks have been so busy lately, and so yesterday and today it's just been very relaxing, just literally relaxing, not a whole lot going on, taking that time to give myself a break and some grace. You know, it's good to do those things. It really is good to do those things. I think it helps when you know it's different this year. Christmas is going to be a little bit different, and just being away from everybody, and new place, learn all the kinds of new things, it's like it's just going to be a little bit different. So I'm just taking some extra quiet time. You know, I've been taking walks the last few days and just getting out a little bit and, you know, having quiet. Quiet is a good thing. I do social media, and I'm guilty of watching and flipping through social media all the time. And so I've been trying to not be on there. I'm like, just giving myself just quiet, like just quiet your mind. It's okay to do. Sometimes you like get along with those thoughts and you're like, oh, that's bad. But just learning to give those thoughts to God and just enjoying the quiet and the peacefulness of it. So that's been what my focus has been this last week. So I'm doing it up. But here is doing dishes. Always dishes. The dishwasher, I didn't turn it on from last night, so I was able to fill it up, and then I'm just trying to kind of wash as I go. And then the kids all pitch in and we do our chores, all at one time, and then it gets done. It's like it really is, we're not behind anything. It didn't take that long to get everything finished up today. So I was just cleaning it up and being done with everything. And I had to take my trash out here. You saw in the video. And this spaghetti squash, look what I did. I threw it in the oven when I was cooking the breakfast bomb, so I wouldn't have to microwave to make it soft to cut. So it cooked the top, a little burned. That oven, it's on high. You can't cook on high and put anything on there. But it was okay. It didn't affect the squash, so it's just going to be the top part. I just wanted to be able to cut through it easily without slicing my fingers open. So getting those things out. I should have got an ice cream scoop. It's so much easier to scoop out of here. But getting the seeds out of here with the spoon that I had. In the oven just so I could cut it easily because I didn't want to have to put it in the microwave. So it cooked it like pretty good where that oven gets real hot on top. So you gotta do the low bake if you don't want to, but no big deal. So then I was able to scoop out the seeds and stuff out of here. So now it's better to use like an ice cream scooper, which is over there. No big deal. I'm gonna put olive oil and some spices on here and then put it down, like face down, and then I'll put a little bit of water when I go, and I'll put it in the refrigerator for now because I'll bake everything this afternoon for dinner with the meatballs. But this will be really good, just an addition. I like it. Somebody asked, how do you prepare it? Just this way. That's the way we like it. You have to love it. Not everybody does. Like a couple of my kids do, but not all my kids love spaghetti squash. So it's like good. It's really good with the pesto, which exploded. And Alfredo sauce is a really good thing on it as well. But just an alternative. It's yummy. I had it in there and I'm like, this is gonna go bad. So I've got that. I think I got an acorn squash I have to use up too. So let me just drizzle it with olive oil, put some spices on it, put it in the pan here, refrigerate it for later on today. So one thing I'm gonna do is mix up our pizza sauce. So I'm just taking 2 cans of tomato sauce and I'm gonna put some onion powder, Italian seasoning, and garlic powder, and a little bit of sugar, and that's it. Probably salt, because I don't know if it, does it come with salt? It does have salt in it. Actually, it has onion and garlic powder already in it. Interesting. And dehydrated bell peppers, did I know that? Well, we'll see. That's interesting. We'll make the taste up, put it on the stove, just heat it up. We'll use that as our base. I've got all our ingredients for our little hamburger cookies right here. We'll do those in a little bit, but I'm gonna do this for now and then take a break with my kids, and then we'll come back and do some more stuff. So it's been a chill morning. What we've been doing is just relaxing. We've been playing some of our games. Remember those dots games we got, the ultimate tic-tac-toe, things like that, word cross puzzles. We've been doing those and then just kind of relaxing. So we just threw the movie Elf on, so we're watching that, and very relaxed morning, which is really good. So I gotta go grab Brooklyn from work, and then I'll come back and then we'll work on lunch, and we'll start our cookies. So just a good relaxing day. It's good to do those once in a while. So the sun is out, sunny, the pool's getting warm, so maybe it'll be a good swim day later on. So I'm back in a little bit. Okay, so I'm back home, got Brooklyn, so kids are still watching Elf, good little movie, the Christmas one, and I'm gonna make some pizza. So I'm gonna put them on pita with mozzarella cheese. That's it, easy, that's what they like. Okay, so the girls are going to start on the cookies. So these are going to be hamburger cookies, and you just take a vanilla wafer and you take one of those fudge mint cookies in the middle, and you make some white frosting, we're gonna dye it red, and we're gonna dye one yellow, so you have the ketchup and the mustard. And then what else? Oh, coconut. Take coconut and dye it green. And you dip a little bit in there, and then you have like a burger, which is, it's their favorite. Everybody loves this, they want. And then on the top, you can kind of wet it real gentle and put some sesame seeds for like a bun. Simple, they love it. It's their favorite Christmas cookie. I had these back in elementary school when I was a kid. I don't remember making them very much, like in our home, but I do remember when I got married, we made them for something. I don't even know, like the kids, it would have been a fun treat to make or something. Then we just always continued on because they were a favorite. So it's just simple. It's vanilla wafers. You can get those grasshopper cookies. They used to get, I think back in the day, it was the Girl Scout Thin Mints we used. And then I think last year there was like a shortage of them. You couldn't find the mint ones, so we found peanut butter ones. Walmart had those, so we used those, but no one complained. They loved them that way too. So it's just real simple. Just dye your coconut on there, and then take your frosting, dye it red and dye it yellow. Ours looks more pink because it's more of those liquid dyes. If you get the paste or like the real thick stuff, I think it's Wilton is the brand, it makes it more red. we had some liquid food coloring for, I don't know, craft or something, and so I thought, well, we'll just use that. Real simple. Makes either makes cheese with ketchup and lettuce, or you can do ketchup and mustard and the lettuce in here, but just put them together. And then if you can find sesame seeds, great. And if not, there's years we never did because I could never find them and they were more expensive, but I got mine for $1. So just wet the tops and then just put some seeds on top. It's always a fun thing. Like anytime we take these anywhere, they're like gone. They're gone. And I mean, for me personally, I'm like, okay, they're not that good. They're just like frosting and cookies, but everybody loves them. They absolutely love them. So there you saw a quick shot of the pizza. That was lunch as they were doing the cookies. I was cooking the pizzas in the oven and got those in there for everybody to have, and we used them up. I was able to, gather up fragments and use those up, which is good. I've got a lot of cheese in my freezer, so I'm like, the new year will be a time to kind of go through the food and gather up things, not purchase as much, maybe like a no-spend January. I never really did that before, but this year might be a good thing to do that because we don't have to worry about stocking up. I don't know, in the mindset in the mountains I did, because I feel like you were trapped in the mountains for so long, but here in the city, I don't feel like you're trapped at all. You can always get to a grocery store. And there is the cookies complete. They did really good with them. Little hamburger cookies, to promise you, kids' favorite. They just absolutely love those. So we just did one batch. I do have enough to do two, but so let's just do one for now. And if we end up eating them up, then we will get some more. And then I was getting out my cookie dough here so I can put it in the oven and start baking that because the pizzas were done in there. So I started putting it on the cookie sheet. I should have sprayed my cookie thing, and then it would have helped it come out of the tool a lot better, but I didn't. It was like one of those after, things that I decided. And then I started putting it on. I'm like, is this pretty sticky? And I'm like, it's been a little while since I've made these. So I thought, let me get a small pan here and just, it's good to do a couple in the oven, make sure they don't spread all weird or turn out all weird or get huge in there. So put those in as a test run, and then after a while, then I was able to go, okay, let me do some more. So this is good. Cookies in the oven. I thought I'd come outside to talk a little bit because we're just in there. We're watching movies. The kids are watching movies, so that's like, and instead of saying every 5 seconds, pause the TV, I'm just, I don't know if I'll do a voiceover in today's video or what I'll end up doing, but for now, I'm in there, and they did the cookies. They got those done, and then we had the pizzas for lunch, so they're eating those up, and then I started doing the chocolate chip, the M&M cookies. So I started doing them in a pan. I'm like, these remind me like a little bit sticky. I want to make sure that they were good, so I put 2 in the oven. Threw those in first just to make sure they're not going to spread like crazy, but they look good. So those are in. I'm going to bake those, and as soon as those are done, I'm going to I'll probably start on dinner before those are done out of the oven, and that is going to be mac and cheese. I'm going to do a really cheesy mac and cheese. I'm going to do one dairy-free. We did it for Thanksgiving, and Jensen and Jaden loved it. They said it was so, so delicious. So I'm going to make some mac and cheese and bake some mac and cheese for everybody, 2 kinds. And then, what else? And the meatballs. Put the meatballs in the oven. It's a buffalo meatball, so I don't know if I should put buffalo sauce on top. Probably, right? A little bit of buffalo sauce on top after they're kind of cooked. And then, what else are we having? We're having buffalo meatballs, mac and cheese. What else are we having today? I can't remember. Oh, the squash. And I feel like there's something else. My list is in there. So whatever it was, we'll do it. But it's just a very easy, chill day. Like some days we're having quiet chill, and this is the week of like Christmas. So instead of like really doing a million things, it's like a good relaxing time. Like this morning and this yesterday too. Got up and did a walk in the neighborhood early, and it's just good. It's just a good chill time. So we're just kind of hanging low, enjoying time together. So that's a good thing. That's why I'm not in there chatting a whole lot, because I'm not sitting there by myself where I can talk to you every 5 seconds. So just a little bit different today, but we're making food, so I'm excited. The ribs smell good, and it's going to be a great little afternoon. It's nice, it's sunny out, but the temperature is only like 58 degrees, so it's a little chill in the shade, but the sun is nice. The pool's getting warm, so we just did the vacuums and got that all cleaned up and then turned it back on. So it's heating up. So tonight we'll be able to go swimming later on tonight as it gets a little chilly, but it's holding up. No green. I'm like, yay, it's making chlorine, doing what it's supposed to do. So good day, good relaxing, good chill time, just comfy day. It's one of those days just kind of chilling. Usually it's like a rainy day, chilling and relaxing, but instead it's sunny, and that's good too, and not having a whole lot going on. So I'm good with that. So let me go in, check my cookies. I'll get my pot of water boiling for the mac and cheese, and we'll start on that. So today has been a good day. It's literally, we're watching TV, watching Christmas movies, just relaxing. It's like it's a relaxing day, even though I'm doing food, and it just feels like a good chill day. It's like I did have to run and get Brooklyn and stuff, but it wasn't like crazy running and I had to do a bunch of stuff, and it just was nice to just take my time, do my things, you know, just enjoy things. So here's our little cookies. These were turning out really, really good. I think it only makes like 30, so it's not, that's normal size, but it worked out good for us because I know they'll get eaten. I think I ended up doing like 2 little racks of this by the time I was all done. There's a smush cookie, see what happened? That was where the thermometer ran over top, but I was like, ah. And this worked out really good right here. And then here, I'm going to start my mac and cheese. So this, I looked in my freezer. I'm like, I don't have any more cheddar cheese. I call it nacho cheddar cheese. And so I thought I had to open up the big giant jug. And then here's the mac and cheese I got for Jensen, all the dairy-free ones. So I just opened up and used the cheese. Now the shells in there, I'll use like for something else. I'm just going to pour it into a container when I'm all done. And then we'll just accumulate and make, you know, we can just do pasta because regular pasta, the Annie's is just regular pasta. And then we don't like the one that's gluten-free, but we don't mind the other one. So I'm just literally had 2 pans, and I just did one that's good for him and one that's good for everybody else. So I used that as a cheese powder. He can do that. It's something we bought at Sam's Club last year, and he can do well with it. Doesn't mess up his tummy. So the key is just the cheesier, the better. So for ours, I used up a chunk of Colby. I had some sharp cheddar cheese, and I put the canned cheddar cheese in there, some milk, and a little bit of that cheese powder. And the same thing for his. I was able to use that, you know, I call it the liquid cheese, and then some of the diet cheese that's worked really good. And then I have this, it's like, I think it's Chow is the name. It's like melty cheese. It melts really good. It's almost like American. So I just put that on top, and then you'll see it at the end when I'm all done, it like melted really good. So then I just had used the milk that was up in the house, and I was like in the kitchen, and I was like, oh, do I have more? But I went out to the garage and did find another one. So you just want to be able to see your noodles through it because that's going to absorb in there. But it's good. Put some foil on it. I was so happy. I was using the rest of my foil finally. There's the buffalo chicken meatballs. So I did pour some of this on top. I realized after I put it in the oven, it didn't really stay in there, so it might be good to add it after. It had pulled up the roll wrong, but there it is. That was the last of that big giant foil. And I'm putting everything in the oven. I'm baking at 350 for probably about a half hour, 45 minutes. And then we're going to have dinner. We'll be done today. So the cookies were up there cooling. I had a little bit of sauerkraut. I totally forgot to add my ingredients. So I added onion, celery seed, and a little bit of chicken bouillon to it. And I just put that in the oven as well. And then just wiping up everything and go. And then here's the cheese. It's so good because that whole can is like $10 for a can. And I ended up filling up 5. You probably could have done 6, or I could have added more to my mac and cheese. I'm going to like really force it to fit in here because it does overflow a little bit. But I'm like, it'll be good. It'll freeze really good. So for $10, I figured you got 6 containers basically of the mac and cheese. So that is actually pretty cheap for having it versus like Velveeta that you would use in the mac and cheese. It's good. And here's the rest of the cookies. All finished up. I was done in the kitchen for the day. So now I'm actually coming upstairs to edit. And then we'll go back and I'll show you what dinner looks like. Okay, so dinner is done. It's all delicious. I'm going to make a plate, show you what it looks like. So the meatballs are really good. Put a little bit extra buffalo sauce and then just a little ranch dip in, and I just have sauerkraut and the pasta. I'll probably get a little bit of mac and cheese too because that looks really good. I think it's really cheesy. And then Greg's, I just put the ribs on there, the mac and cheese. That's it. Then we're gonna go eat. Okay, I decided to come outside because the house, they are in there making noise. So dinner was good. It was really good. The mac and cheese was really good. The dairy-free one, delicious. For dairy-free, I mean, I say dairy-free, lactose-free, suitable for my child. They liked it. So that's always a good thing that you can recreate something they really, really like. So that was good. And then the chicken meatballs, I like those. I like putting it with, I poured the buffalo in it before I cooked it, and that just turned like a little bit darker. Just don't do that. So just put it on after. That's no big deal. So I put it on after and put a little bit of ranch and dipped it. It was good. And the spaghetti squash, I like mine plain, so it's delicious. Good meal all around. Our cookies turned out good. We had a couple for dessert. So that's it for today. I'm like, it's just a very relaxing day. Like, it's kind of quiet even outside. Like, listen, it's kind of quiet out here. Very quiet out here. It's a little chilly. It's only like 50. But what we're going to do tonight, I'm going to bring you along because our little community is having a Christmas. They call it Hometown Christmas. So I'm excited to go. It was supposed to be this weekend, but it poured rain, so they canceled it. But they say there's real live snow, like real snow. So I'm like, it's chilly. I mean, I know it'll melt, but I don't know what real life snow is. But they said there's a snow slide. You can play in the snow, hot cocoa. There's vendors, there's music, and Santa's coming. All those fun things. So I thought I'll bring you along just to see what it's like, what it is, what is snow in Florida? What does it actually mean in Florida? So we're going to go to that tonight. That's in a little bit here. We've got about an hour and a half before it starts tonight. It's just right in our town. I'm like, our little town has something, little event, so we're going to go to it and see how it is. But the rest of my day is just kind of, it's been relaxing. It's been a very good, quieter, relaxing day, watching Christmas movies, chilling. Those are good. It's good to do that. It's good to do those days, even when, you know, not every day's got to be doing a million things, on fire, any of that stuff. Sometimes it's good just to relax, enjoy, have some quiet. And even if you don't enjoy it, it's good just to have the quiet too. That's a good thing too today. So, all right, so I'm going to close. Should I close today's video and then just show you all the fun stuff? Okay, close today's video. So you have a fantastic rest of your day. Keep watching. You'll see the Christmas, and I will see you again tomorrow. We got another video. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye. Enjoy the Christmas.